What is up, Leo? My polar opposite of Aquarius. How you guys doing up in here? Well, I hope the game is almost over. But you're going to be my last reading for tonight. Unless I'm not feeling tired. And I want to feel froggy and leap into another reading. Which will probably be a collective. But Leo, how you guys doing up in here? Hope you're having a great night. Hope you're ready for the eclipse on September 21st. Okay. We have a full moon in Pisces on the 7th. So, all right, Leo, let me just shuffle this one more time. I just saw the Magician in reverse. I just turned it up right. So, you could be dealing with somebody that's very manipulative. Or you are. We'll find out what's going on. All right. Let me just shuffle the cards real quick. I just did a Capricorn, so any of you guys are dealing with a Capricorn, you might want to check that reading out. Maybe not. I don't know. So, oh my God. All right. We're going to start anyway. Got some rose quartz. Oh, come on. Don't you fall. All right, ancestor spirit guides, I want to say thank you very much for this gift of light and discernment and to see what is going on and the availability to portray it and relate it with tarot. So I would like for you to protect this energy from any evil eye, naysayers. Protect this energy from any evil eye. All right? Or negativity sent this way. We're going to return that to sender tenfold. And again, thank you. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, archangels, for this protection that you do give to me and the guidance in my life. And we're going to go on to do this reading for Leo. Show me what is the for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What do you want to say to Leo on their soul's journey with the soul's journey cards for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node? What is going on for Leo here? Come on, like jumpers, so be patient. Hi, guys. Please subscribe to the tribe. Give me a like. Give me a comment. Tell me where you are in here from. Whoa, here we go. All right, Leo. Oh, here we go. First card we got is guilt. It's fear. So some of you guys could be dealing with the Capricorn or have Capricorn in your chart. Capricorn just got that as well. Balance. Okay. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra or have Libra in their chart or in your chart. Give me one more for Capricorn. Oh, here we go. An imagination. Different. Bottom of the deck is service. All right. Some of you guys could be in an area where you do service. Okay. I'm seeing nursing, caregiving, caregiver, working at a fast food joint or a restaurant. All right. Some of you guys could have guilt. Again, in Capricorn's reading, you need to release any guilt because it is not helping you with your soul's growth or assistance. All right. Okay. Some of you guys do a service, but the services that you do provide, again, you could be feeling guilty for. Somebody could be making you feel guilty. You could be feeling that you're not of enough service to someone else. Okay. Fear. You have some fear going on here. Okay. You might be fear of losing a relationship, things not being balanced in your life, okay, things being imbalanced, unfair. Okay, so you might have a very creative imagination here. You could be thinking of things, imagine if things were good or better. All right, trying to create things through manifestation, through the power of your mind. All right, but we're going to get to the bottom of it with the tarot. We're going to get more in tune. So again, somebody could be imagining things of being a little better in a relationship with you, or being a little bit more balanced and fair. All right, so show me, what is this fear here for Leo, Sun, Rising, and Venus? Oh, Five of Wands in reverse. To get out of chaos, drama. I feel like you guys are overcoming this because you realize it's nothing but fear based. It could be all up in your head. You could have been around people that wanted you to be afraid of them. But again, you're trying to overcome this drama, but it's been heavy on your head. It could be having heavy, nighttime anxiety, fear. Okay. This is something that you're trying to overcome, getting out of all these arguments around you, people fighting around you, adversity, challenges. It could have been a little competition here. What is this Five of Wands in reverse? I'm glad it's in reverse, Leo. What is this, or who is this about? Show me this Five of Wands in reverse for Leo. Whoa. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. All right. Aquarius, with Gemini energy. There could have been some deception, some deceptive energy. It could be all coming to light, all right, about this drama that you might have been afraid of or was having fear about. There might have been some type of drama about some type of theft, cheating, lying, all right, deceptive energy, okay, some sneakiness that was going on, but it could have been all up in your head. It could have been all up in your emotions. Somebody could have also made you try to feel this way. So I'm hearing a sense of relief that you realize that this fear was nothing but falseness. People that was having drama with other persons and trying to involve you in it is what I'm hearing. Okay, it wasn't your drama, not your demons, not your fight. What's the saying? Not my monkeys, right? Okay, here we go again. Two of Wands in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, and all these things are falling in reverse. Some of you guys are healing with all these reverses. You may be healing from a Decepticon. You may be healing from a energy vampire or somebody that misdirected you. It could have had something to do with a connection. It could have had something to do with a household, with some type of stability. I feel like you were misdirected. Okay, you were misdirected into believing something. Whoa, I can't get it out. And I feel like this was communicated to you by somebody else. Could have been an air sign, or you have air in your chart. But again, for some of you guys, you got some false information I'm hearing. I see you, Leo at the bottom of the deck. You got some, whoa, here we go. Oh, here we go. You can't make this up. The Star card in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. There's someone that needs a lot of healing here. Okay. It could have been in a family situation, the family dynamic. Yeah, the Ace of Swords upright. Okay. I feel like there were some lies here that might have been told on you, or that you might have gotten involved in. And now you're realizing something, okay? You're realizing something. You also may be realizing that somebody needs some type of healing because they're always in some drama. I've been doing tarot cards reading for a long time. I actually started this gift when I was 9 years old. I started reading with playing cards. And of course, my mama wanted me to stop. Then I started back up again after dealing with a narcissist personality disorder husband. Okay, Six of Wands. For some of you guys, again, you were dealing with a lot of arguments and chaos and drama in a certain situation. It might not have even been yours, but for some of you guys, it was within a connection. You could have been misdirected here with first, again, where it caused you where you were not seeing or able to see the future. But now you're coming out of this situation, you're seeing things a little bit more clearly. Okay. You also could be getting attention, but you also were dealing with somebody that was at one time on their high horse, high in their ego. People could have been saying this about you as well, but you're realizing yourself or about someone else that something needs to be healed here with, goodness, child. Two of Cups upright. Now we got upright cards that they have all these other cards in reverse. There needs to be a connection that needs to be healed. 222 could be relevant here. All right. Somebody once was a stalemate. They also could have felt that you chose another lover over them. You also could have felt that there was situations where it was very manipulative. Could have been dealing with an Aquarius. I have Aquarius in your chart. Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your energy. So again, it's all signs are here. It's all signs. It's not relevant right now. But I feel like you were in a connection, or you might even still be in a connection, okay? And you're feeling a little bit indecisive here, like the blindfold is over you because you don't know which way to turn. You may feel like you do have a connection here. You love this person, but there has been definitely some unhealed energy around this situation, misguided direction here, stalemate energy. And you don't know what to choose here with the Lover's card. You could have another choice. But again, you feel like something or someone was very manipulative in a situation regarding a connection or a home. Okay? It could have been about some lying, cheating, stealing. Could have felt like this person or situation only wanted to cause drama between you and another person. All right. Give me more here. All right, Spirit. Here we go. Give me this Five of Wands in reverse for Leo. Five of Wands in reverse for Leo, please. Again, this fear that you were in, I feel like you were in a fear-based situation. You also might have had a lot of fear, okay. Could have felt like somebody wanted some type of control in your relationship or with you. But now you're trying to find balance, okay? You're trying to get out of this fear-based energy and realize it was probably nothing but in your mind or around somebody else that you were dealing with. So again, this was not your energy to have with the Eight of Wands. Something was blocked. There could have been blocked communication. Okay, you could have felt like somebody was very controlling and had the willpower to block communication, to stop talking to you, stop some type of action from moving forward. It could have been moving forward in a relationship. All right, it's going to be different for everyone. In reverse here. For some of you guys, I feel like dealing with some, here we go. Ace of Pentacles. You could have felt like somebody was trying to block you from moving forward. They were trying to control you. Okay. They try to put you in nothing but a lot of drama. Okay. Having you around or involved in drama, chaos. All right. Saying that you were very deceptive, a liar, a cheater. Okay. Now you're realizing that this person was nothing but very manipulative. Probably wanted to also keep you in a situation with them if there was a matter of a choice here. So you were dealing with somebody that had a lot of unhealed energy. Again, we have 5-5 already. So again, some dramatic changes that was taking place that definitely needed to happen. Okay. But again, with this energy, you were dealing with somebody that was operating out of fear. They were operating out of a lack mindset. They could have put you in isolation with dealing with them. But again, I feel like for some of you guys, this was a great opportunity for you to focus on yourself and new opportunities with your money, your Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and you might have taken the time to take your power back to get control over the situation and to move in another direction. For some of you guys, you were determined because you were dealing with energies that lack direction, that lack the willpower. They were unconfident. But again, they were in a place at one time where they were operating out of ego. Or they could have said this about you. Someone misjudged you. Okay, they misjudged you and what you were going to do with this situation. They almost felt like this fear-based energy that they put you in. You got 555 here. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and 5 of Cups. Dramatic changes that need to happen. Okay, and they may make things a little uncomfortable, but they needed to happen to get you into a right place to be more aligned with yourself. Not where you're self-centered or, you're cocky or anything, but your attention was on the wrong things at one time. And you might have realized that. A stupor and started to focus on yourself and had the willpower to oppose this opposition and get through the challenges. Face your fears, okay? And take them on head on, like the lion card, the strength card. And be brave and courage and do what you got to do. Move on from situations that was having you stagnant, okay? And speak your mind. Stand up for yourself. Yeah, you've been burdened. You had a lot of trauma, but you got to a place where you wanted to be independent. You didn't want to be dependent or codependent on anybody else for anything else. Finances, love, attention. So you started to manifest your new life, your new beginnings. And again, that might make somebody very angry and sad. But I feel like somebody also have a lot of remorse for what they tried to bond you in or put you in. They're realizing that it did not do anything but turn around on them. They misjudged how you was going to deal with a certain person or a situation. All right, give me more for Leo's energy. What's the Chariot here for Leo? Ooh, 5 of Swords in reverse. Oh, I love it. So again, like I said, you're overcoming the secret competition. You're overcoming somebody trying to control you or win at all costs. You're overcoming that. And you're having the determination, the willpower to get right on this horse and be successful, to keep going with the 6 of Wands, right? It's right over the 6 of Wands. You're determined, to take a new adventure, not to be somebody else's fool, but to go on and be free-spirited and go on to a new adventure, to a new journey here, and allowing God to catch you. Taking that word, 2 of Cups, clarify the 2 of Cups. It could be into a connection. It's almost like you want a new beginning. It could be or a new connection. I feel for you guys were dealing with an old connection that wanted you to from moving on or block you from going to another choice here with the Lover's card. Because you definitely had a choice here. Some of you guys started to work on yourself. You started to work on your craft, your skill development. And you realize, again, whoever you was once with, they kept you in a lack mindset. They kept you in drama. They kept you in low vibrational energy. But you had to realize that for yourself. You couldn't have nobody else tell you what was going on. You were living in fearful energy with someone else. Things were not balanced. And now you want balance in your life. So you always had this imagination of a wonderful brand new life or a wonderful connection. I feel like this connection is coming in for you, but you had to work on it. You had to work on yourself as well. You also had to work on overturning these thoughts that was once placed in your head by others or another person. So you had to get out of your own way. Okay, just like I said in Capricorn's energy or reading, a lot of people project things onto other people and they're hoping that you take that projection and listen to it. But with this situation here, Leo, you didn't listen. Not for once. You might, felt sorry for an individual and might have listened to it for a little bit. But then for some of you guys, you realize, I'm a Leo. I don't operate out of fear. I'm brave. I have courage. This is the total opposite of who I am. Again, realizing that this was creating nothing but an imbalance in your life. And all you wanted was balance and fairness. But life ain't fair. Life be lifing. So you had to overcome this controlling energy. You had to overcome this drama and chaos. It even could have been within inside of you. It could have been you doubting yourself because you were around others that doubted themselves or doubted you as well. So you had to overcome these things. Some of you guys also might have had to heal because you were around other people that were not doing the work, that was not doing the inner healing, not doing the shadow work, working on themselves, not working on their skill development. And again, with all those reversal cards, projecting that crap onto you. And he's like, hold up. This is your imagination, not mine. I'm not afraid. I'm not cocky, but I'm confident. I know who I am just because I'm around people or you that don't know who you are. I need to start blocking this communication because you're blocking my blessings. You're blocking me from moving on. You're blocking me from succeeding in life. You're blocking me from the things that I want in life. And that right now is not you. It's not this lifestyle. It's a whole fresh new beginning. It's abundance. It's new opportunities. It's a new career. So from some of you guys, you blocked this person out. You were determined to take the power back. You put in the action. You had to have self-discipline and discernment to know who you can deal with and who you can't deal with. For you to move on in your life. So you started working on yourself, your self-mastery, your skills, whatever that you love to do to become a better person. Some of you guys also started to get connected more with your higher self, a higher power, your spirituality. You started to stick up for yourself. You started to have direct communication and clear boundaries. And that could have made a lot of people mad. It could have made a lot of people angry and guilty for what they tried to do to you or how they try to make you feel. Because nobody can do anything to you unless you allow. So definitely you weren't allowing this. Here you go, coming out in your own reading. I love it. You realize it was mind over matter. And if they don't mind, they don't matter. Right? You were convicted with loving yourself. You were convicted with having self-love and courage because you definitely have self-awareness here. And you spoke up for yourself right under the Queen of Swords. You spoke up for yourself and definitely set some clear boundaries here because you definitely was living out of a place now of fearlessness. Oh, yeah, there's the Justice card upright. Balances, karmic laws here. Justice and truth prevails and wins. But again, at one time, it was a challenge. It exhausted you. You were constantly feeling like you were in competition, and that overwhelmed you. But for some of you guys, now this person is very guilty and very remorseful for the things that they have done. Show me more for Leo's image. Oh, here we go. Page of Cups. There go those creative opportunities or creative ideas. You also could have somebody that wants to apologize. But at one time, you might have been doubting yourself, having creative blocks because of this person, because of all the challenges that they tried to give you and put you in competition. You learned you had to protect yourself. Yeah. Claim your victory. Started to claim success, getting accolades. You were getting recognition. And this made somebody very upset, very sad. Could be a water sign. Knight of Swords, yeah. Somebody communicating, right? This is also talking about action-oriented. You were action-oriented to succeed in life. No matter what, you are a fast thinker. But sometimes you can be a fast thinker and be very impulsive. So you have to, again, get some self-control, some self-discipline, because you can easily burn yourself out. Here we go. Oh, the hangman in reverse. For some of you guys, you felt like you got out of stagnation. You got yourself out of limbo. You felt like you was putting yourself there, or you were allowing somebody else to do this, right? You was allowing somebody else to do this. Could have been the Pisces. Okay. Show me more about this energy. Here we go. Knight of Wands. Yeah, you were persistent to push forward, okay? Because you definitely knew there were better and greater out there, okay? And so now some of you guys are establishing this. You are gaining this new opportunity. Show me what this Nine of Wands is. Who is this Nine of Wands for Leo? Oh, there you go, Queen of Wands. You're getting a lot of attention. You're looking very vivacious, okay? This could have been a third party situation for a lot of you guys, but you are collaborating with other people. Could be a team, okay, to come together with these new ideas. This could have been, something that you imaginated, like, I don't know, some idea that you had in your head, but now you're coming together. You're working on bringing this idea to life here. You have creative opportunities here for you, new ideas that you want to come into fruition here. And at one time, you was a full energies that was trying to block you from succeeding with these ideas, with this new opportunity, with this job, whatever this is for you, this new love connection. All you want is balance in your life. You want a happy life. I think we all do. But you felt blocked. You felt stagnant. You felt like someone was trying to block this for you. And now you're coming out as energy. And for some of you guys, it's not wrong. You're kind of feeling yourself, right? You're feeling yourself. You have that fiery passion back. You're feeling very sexy, vivacious, strong. But again, watch your temper, because you can have a temper, Leo, all right? So please remember that. Be confident, not cocky. High Priestess here. Pisces energy, again, could have been dealing with the Pisces or someone that has it in a chart, or you do. Okay? But again, some of you guys are going to move in silence. You also could feel like you are paying attention to your intuition more. You could have been having somebody getting card readings on you. All right. But you're paying attention to your intuition. You're trying to get more spiritually connected. All right. You're also, again, like I said, are making yourself unattainable. You're not allowing everybody to get inside your vortex, right? In your energy field. Especially if they're negative, if they don't have all about drama, okay? If they're low vibrational, you're learning the levels to this. You're learning the levels of frequency and vibrations, right? And what not to have you around you, because they can lower this energy for you and pull them right on back down. See the devil here, right? Those demons. Judgment. You are trying to follow your inner compass. You're trying to follow your inner calling, your purpose. You're being your own critic. But I feel at one time you had people misjudging you, judging you out loud in public, telling other people about you, what they thought about you, yada, yada, yada. All right. But now you're in a place where you're getting rid of self-doubt and you're making the right decisions and choices with what you are presented here, with what you got going on. And it looks like it's positive. But at one time, you could have had people, like I said, that were very low vibrational, very negative. And because they were low vibrational and negative, you were low vibrational and negative as well. You soak up their energy like a sponge, or vice versa. But again, you got yourself out of this situation. You saw what it is. Because at one place, you were very indecisive. You were a stalemate. You were trying to observe and see what to do, how to move, okay? But now you see things from, it could have caused a heartbreak. Yep, it could have caused a lot of grief, sorrow. Three of Swords is right above that Five of Cups. You could have hurt somebody, or they could have hurt you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But this sadness or betrayal that happened, sad to say, it calls balance back into your life. It restored balance back into your life. Sometimes we have to break a little bit of hearts. Sometimes we have to do the wrong things to other people, so they may think, because it does the right things for us. So you made some decisions here. You made some choices that might have not been aligned with somebody else's feelings and thoughts, but they were aligned with you and your purpose and your inner calling. Okay? Now I feel like you guys are celebrating more. You are in a place, look at the top of the deck, got the sun card, your card. Happiness, truth, and enlightenment. So you're walking in your truth, you're walking in your purpose, you're walking in your passion. Through all this pain that you went through, it definitely was for a purpose. You're walking in your power. You're getting notice for your maturity. You're getting notice for being grounded and trying to be very successful. Some of you guys are being very conservative right now with your finances, or trying to be. You're working on your empire, your stability as well. Here we go. All right, I'm going to put these back in because you got the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. But they fell out and they flipped over. So we're going to do this again. Show me this King of Pentacles for Leo. Could have been dealing with the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or have that in your chart. Just saw the Devil as well. And this Capricorn's energy. But what I did see with that Ace of Swords and the Four of Pentacles in reverse, please watch your spending. Okay? You're not also being honest with yourself. You got the King and Queen of Pentacles here. So some of you guys might have found your match here. Okay? Might have found your match, found somebody that was also mature earth with you. Also somebody that is also focused on their creativity and their healing. Okay? And I feel like you want to be, again, this is right over the Two of Cups, in a successful connection with this person. But again, you have to watch your spending. You have to conserve your energy. Be a little bit more Ten of Swords. You could have been in a marriage. You could have been in a connection where you felt betrayed by this person. This could have been the person that betrayed you, or always had you in some drama, always had you in some chaos. Okay, you could have felt like this person always tried to play the martyr. But this person honestly backstabbed you and betrayed you. You could have been in a place where you hit rock bottom. Now the Ace of Swords is upright. So there is definitely some truth and clarity here about this situation. I feel like some of you guys are seeing through the mask that this person was having or holding over you or with you. And now you're not feeling so bad about the decisions that you have to make or that you made. All right. This will not be for everyone. Okay, so show me more for Leo's energy. All right, we got 10-10. Yeah, 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. There was a lot of heavy burdens and extra responsibilities with dealing with this person. Could have been dealing with somebody, a negative Nancy. Okay, but I feel like you want somebody that's truly connected more on your timeline now. Lovers again. Knight of Wands. You could have been in an impulsive energy. They could have called you a player. But again, you were just trying to find yourself, find your niche, find your clique, find your social group, find where you fit in and wouldn't have all this drama. Okay, you were trying to find your niche here. For some of you guys, you are making a choice. Your morals, your values. Okay, you're making a choice with a stronger bond than what you had with this chaotic person, no matter what sign they are. You're laying boundaries down. You're wanting to be seen and talked about as a F boy or a F girl, right? You have matured beyond that. Yeah, Five of Wands on the side. Yep. We started off with the Five of Wands. Temperance. Everything has been divinely guided so you can be pushed into self-healing. Everything was divinely on purpose here. Okay? So you can gain some patience with yourself and about the choices that you're making, because everything should be done in moderation. It doesn't need to be an excess of anything. Spending, loving. You can't love somebody too much and not giving that back. You can't love somebody too much and they're giving you nothing but drama and chaos. Again, narcissistic abuse is out there, very heavy. And with all those cards in reverse, somebody definitely needed some healing from somebody. Whether this was once you or the person you was dealing with, and you decided to turn yourself around. But it definitely shows some self-work and self-healing on your part, Leo. So this is definitely a high vibrational Leo talking about. Not a low vibrational one. You once might have been low vibrational, stuck in the drama. Yeah, now we got the Four of Wands. You could be celebrating because you could feel like balance has been restored. Harmony is here. Joy. Could be having your own personal celebration. You don't need nobody to celebrate. Okay? But we have celebration here again. You could be getting together with friends and family reunions. But it could have been a lot of third parties. With 3-3 here, 3-3-3 here. A lot of third parties in your business. Doesn't have to be cheating, but people being in your business, being nosy, always got something to say, naysayers, always putting your 2 cents in it. But for a lot of you guys, it was the person that you were dealing with previously that was telling other people all kinds of things about you. Again, 3 of Cups, could have been friends that was involved. So if someone has friends, they're definitely going to put their 2 cents in it, how they feel about you, without knowing all the facts. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Lies are being told on you. They're making you out to be the bad guy. Again, the conflict, the ego clash, struggles. You were on the defense. You were always on the defense, being in this connection with this person. All right? But now this person is feeling very unhappy. 4 of Cups. Apathy. Bored. Okay? They kind of thrive off of that drama. Yeah, because you walked away. 8 of Cups. You were tired of being disappointed. You were tired of their bullshit. You were tired of being the bad guy, bad girl. So you took yourself out of the equation and started to focus on you and what you wanted to manifest. No longer focus on anybody else and giving into their needs, their creativity, their creative ideas, their imagination. They had you operating out of fear, out of a lack mindset, and it was creating an imbalance. But you realized that's what was going on. Again, some of you guys did the work, the shadow work, whatever. And when you did that work, you realized there was an imbalance here. You need to get back to yourself and get balanced. All right, you know what, Spirit? Now Spirit is not making me put the tarot cards down. Because sometimes, the Spirit's like the the gossip. They want to talk about what's the tea, what's the scoop. Here we go. For Leo. Yeah, you were dealing with somebody that thought shit was funny to have all this drama and chaos going on. They thought it was funny to gossip and talk about you. They thought it was funny to kick you back in when you were down. Yeah. So now you're very much guarded. You're guarding your heart. You're being very protective. You're setting down boundaries. I just saw a third party. Again, with all these 3-3s here. 3-3-3. Yep, what I just say. You know what? I can't make this up. Somebody's definitely doing their shadow work, healing their inner child. You're definitely doing your shadow work, and you probably was dealing with somebody that was not doing theirs. So again, of course, they're going to be very immature. Some of you guys also might need to take life a little bit lighter and laugh a little bit. But I feel like you were dealing with somebody that thought shit was funny all the time. Something could have been significant around New Year's. Something could have happened around New Year's. All right, you were dealing with somebody that had a lot of options and decisions. You could have had a lot of options and decisions. And you could have felt at one time you chose wrong. But now you're choosing right. You're trying to get in an alignment with what is best for you and your family or your life. You could have been seeing angel numbers but not paying attention to them. 555 333, like we just had here. 222, which I have on my and I keep seeing this number on my bracelet. 222. My granddaughter's birthday. So yeah. 444. Oh, child. You were dealing with an actor, a performer. All right. This person put on a great performance of how much they love you, or put on a great performance of how much you was the bad guy or bad girl. Again, they thought a lot of shit was funny with their friends, doing certain things to you, putting you in third parties, lying and cheating on you, stealing from you, hurting here, over here, right next to the performer. But now this person is hurting. They're hurting from all the stuff that they've done to everybody in their life that supported them or loved them. All right. Again, some of you guys were dealing with the narcissist. Could have been dealing with somebody that was into the occult, researching the occult. All right. Yeah. Well, planning. Now they don't have nothing to plan. They're being blocked by your ancestors. You were dealing with somebody that might have had no boundaries, or at one time they thought you didn't. You also might have been dealing with somebody that refused to change and grow and heal. All right. With change and reverse, but they're running out of time. And they know that. I see you walking away. As I said before, it was with the 8 of Cups. You're walking away. You're turning your back on this person in this situation. You realize they need healing. They need help mentally or physically and emotionally. Again, you got codependency here. Somebody could have been very codependent on your energy, or you on them. But again, I feel that you've done the shadow work, you've done the inner healing, or you're doing that now. And you could be also, because when you do that, you start to realize people that haven't done it. Because you know who you was or how you was when you ain't do yours. So you can be able to pick up on other energies that are not doing it. You can also pick up on other energies that refuse to do it. Give me more, spirit. Oh, here we go. Halloween could be significant. Something could have happened around Halloween. All right, Halloween, New Year's, those are the two holidays. Maybe when this person was doing these occult things, all right, doing their research. You could have been doing research. You could have been looked at stubborn. You are a fixed sign, stuck in their old ways. You could also have a copycat. This is someone you might have had a lot of chemistry with, but it is in reverse now. So the chemistry might have faded away. It's not there anymore. Somebody could also been kicked out. This could have been you being kicked out or kicking somebody out your house. Runner. You've been dealing with somebody that was a runner in a codependent relationship, listening to their ego, operating out of fear, operating out of trauma. You could have had connections to your dreams. You could have been seeing things in your dreams, getting downloaded in your dreams, talking to ancestors in your dreams. You could have been dealing with somebody that was emotionally unavailable, also emotionally emotionally uneducated, or I can't speak. This person you could have been married to or proposed to, or you could definitely have been operating with a family dynamic here. Okay, this could have been somebody you had a child with. You could have been mirroring this person. They could have been mirroring you. Like I said, when you both was on that low vibrational energy, you could have been connecting that way, but then you realized, things were changing. This person was still, operating out of scarcity, fear. The grass was greener on the other side because it was fate, okay? And there's a lot of fast movement going on now around you as things are changing, as you did the work, and as this other person is refusing to change, as they refuse to do the inner work. You are, so your dreams are coming true. The things that you imagine in your life are coming true. Now this person could want to spend quality time with you. They could want you back in their life. Somebody could have been afraid to get in reverse. You're coming out of confusion. This situation was not meant to be everlasting. Okay, you could have felt this person was the missing piece to your puzzle. They could have felt that way about you. And they could be having a lot of romantic thoughts about you right now. Or you are having this about them. All right, Leo. I'm going to do some Island Wellness cards, and then I'm going to get out of here and lay down with the puppy. She's so cute over there. She's looking at me like, what, girl? What? Hurry up so we can cuddle. All right, Spirit, show me the cards you want for Leo here. Yeah, this is definitely someone you are separated from, Leo. Like I said, you could have been married to this person. Or you this person on. You already got 3 cards that was in Capricorn's energy. So you could have been dealing with the Capricorn or someone that has it in their chart. And they told me to stop there. Bottom of the deck, what we got? Dragonfly. Got Dragonfly right here. I am a Capricorn cusp. So be lighthearted, finding some things out, okay? And adapt, change, and heal. All right. So I do feel like you are doing the work. So you could be finding some things out about somebody that you're dealing with now or somebody from the past. But the first card I am drawn to is the Axe. There is a breakup, a separation, and somebody needs to stop the pattern. There might be silent treatment going on. Somebody also could be feeling abandoned. I feel like this was how they wanted to feel. But again, you reversed this energy. You took yourself out of the equation. You did your inner work, your inner childhood healing, your shadow work, again with the healing heart. And you realize that certain things happen for a certain reason. Everything was divinely guided, and it was a purpose here. It was a purpose for you to learn these lessons and to go through these challenges so you can evolve and be a better person. Now some of you guys are walking in your purpose. Okay, you took that pain and you transmute it into your power, and it puts you on the path to your purpose. So again, you are healing your heart. You're healing from heartbreak. You're getting freedom from a toxic relationship or an addiction. All right. That continues to look at your photographs. They are in nostalgia. They're missing you. They're missing how you guys used to do things, how you guys laugh. So they constantly are still probably pulling on your energy. But you are in separation from this person and they are missing you. Or you could be missing them. I'm not going to put it all on them. You could be missing them as well. You could be thinking about them. They could be thinking about you. But someone is definitely yearning for you and they're unsure of the future, especially without you. All right. Now we got outdated thinking. The cassette here, somebody is conditioned, okay, to think a certain way. They keep replaying events in their head over you. And I think this definitely is another person, how they think about you. And with the palm tree here, I think this definitely is you. I think you're focused right now on your stability, your security, and your growth, right? You're definitely focused on your permanence, like a palm tree. That's why they're in places like Florida and the islands, because they can withstand the storms, the hurricanes. So I feel like you've been through enough storms and hurricanes with this person or individual. So now you're focused on your stability, your permanence, and your growth. And I want to thank you guys for being here. Please give me a like. Like, come on now. All right. And remember, I'm Kind of Big Deal Tarot. Thank you for your support. And bye now.